What is up, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video, man. It is your boy Mouse, man. And I know, man. I do apologize. I haven't dropped no videos, but it is the holiday season, man. We worked hard all year long. Do apologize for not posting videos, but since we've been working hard all year, I was all like, man, I'm gonna try to spend a little bit of extra time with the family on December time because we have been working hard. Definitely work hard to get Silverado built last month, man. And I was just like, man, just hang out with the family a little bit. But don't forget, man, we are on the road to 5K subscribers by the end of the year, man. So definitely subscribe to the channel. All it takes is, man, pause the video real quick, hit that subscribe button, man, hit that notification bell too for your boy, man, hit the likes on the videos. You're a car audio installer. You've been doing some jobs here and there for your friends or other people that you know for, a few bucks, maybe a 12-pack or something like that, some food. But now it's time for you to make some money. I actually had a friend the other day hit me up on Instagram and asked me, yo, how do you price out for, the jobs that you do? And I just simply, had a quick conversation with him, but I'm going to go ahead and share some of the things that I talked with him to maybe it'll help you guys out to start making some really good money, doing car audio, man. Car audio, if you know how to do car audio good, whether if you're just putting in a radio or building a box, building door panels, man, it can give you a good, amount of extra money, and if you're really into it and people that want to drop big bucks on car stereo, that want to have big car stereo systems, or even, people that want to get everyday stuff done, man, you can make some really bomb money, man. But you have to be good. You have to have the tools, and you have to be able to provide good work, man, because that's how it works. If you give good work, and always good with your customers, man, you're going to make it big, and you're going to make that money. This is a quick example. So these door panels right here were door panels from a Silverado like my truck that another person built. It was like a few 10s, a few 8s, and some tweeters, fiberglass, and some carpet. But he went ahead and actually charged this guy $100 for those door panels. So overall, for 4 door panels built the same way, he charged them $400. Versus the door panels that I built for my truck, that we just built for my Silverado with the red on it, man, those door panels, easy, $1,000 a door panel, maybe even $800 a door panel if you want to give that hookup. But man, there's a lot that goes into it. It does sound pricey, but when you're at a level of, having great tools, providing good work overall, and just being informative with your customer, man, they're gonna pay that money. I've had experiences when I felt like I was giving somebody a hookup with a price. We'll say, for example, a friend asked me, oh, how much would you charge me for his door panels? And since he was my friend, it would have been probably like $500 a door panel. You see what I'm saying? So I was turned around and I told him, give me, $300 per door panel, so that's $600 for both doors. Versus, I really want to charge them $500 per door, so that would have been $1,000. But I went ahead and I told him $600 for both doors. Simple door panels. He went and be like, "Oh, you think you can do it for $350, $400?" And then I was all like, "Man, that's crazy." And I just didn't even respond back to him because now, those type of people, they're gonna hound you. And they're going to expect a lot more for what you're giving them. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes not all money is good money. Now, if you remember the other door panels that we built for another customer with 3/8 and 2 tweeters per door, I believe, I could be wrong. I went ahead and I told him $1,600 for 2 door panels. So that's $800 a door panel. That was almost like a half door panel. When I told him $1,600, he was all like, well, what do you think you can give me for $1,000? Before I even got done typing what I could give him for $1,000, he responded back to me before I could even respond to him. He's like, yo, I just seen your work on Instagram. It looks really good. If you can, guarantee me that you can give me some badass door panels for $1,600, we can do it. And I was all like, look, bro, if you really want to drop the $1,600 on the door panels, we're going to do something fire. And guess what happened? That guy did not even flinch, dropped the money. We got those door panels done. And even till this day, he is out there still enjoying those door panels. He posts them up on Instagram so much. Like, he felt good dropping that $1,600. So, once people actually see your work, and I didn't even really know this guy like that. And he did not even flinch, when I told him, let's do it. He just immediately, we locked in and we got it done. And he's enjoying them. versus, you know, friends that are gonna wanna, you know, give that friend hookup and then expect a little bit more out of you because you're friends. So sometimes, like I just said, not all money is good money. You have to know how to have like that business mind frame in order to really get, you know, that job and, you know, charge the big bucks, because at the end of the day, we got bills, we got kids, tools cost money, your time costs money. Maybe sometimes you got to cancel plans with a family in order to finish on that bill that you're doing, man. So, you know, all of it has to equal a good amount of dollar for you to do that job. We're going to do an imagination consultation and a price sheet on, you know, what products you got to use and how to, you know, mark up just a tad bit so you at least make a little bit of money off of everything that you buy and provide for your build. Imaginary, you know, build consultation that we're just gonna give, you know, door panels. We're gonna stick with the door panels. Someone comes and be like, yo, I want some door panels, you know, how much would you charge me? Okay, so then you just respond back. You ask them, you know, what do you want on the door panels? They go ahead and they say, I want 2 10s, 2 tweeters, and maybe 1 8 door panel. Maybe the finish, they want it in vinyl. But that being said, you're gonna want them, you know, you're gonna want to ask them, you know, do you want a nice, you know, curved door panel which requires fiberglass, or do you want a nice flat panel with just, you know, maybe a few 3D, you know, pieces? Because there is a very difference in price. So the customer responds back with, I want some fiberglass door panels because I want to see some curves. I want to see one thing sticking out more than the other. So now we're gonna say fiberglass. Not everybody gets fiberglass. Some people do like the wood door panels, and there is a big price difference on that. You know, you talk to your boy or your client, and they say they want the 2 10s, the 2 tweeters, the 1 8 door panel wrapped in vinyl, but they want it in fiberglass because they want to see it, you know, different curves and all kinds of different action going on. So then, you know, you go ahead and be like, let me go ahead and get back with you. Let me crunch some numbers real quick, and I will get back to you. And then if you like what, you know, I'm offering to you, then we can take the next step and then we can get things going. Having good conversation and knowing what words to use to persuade your customer into, you know, getting to build with you, you know what I'm saying, is good. You know, having a good talk game is always good for a salesman, no matter what. How do you think the cars dealers end up getting commission from their car sales? You know what I'm saying? They have to have that good talk game. But listen, you better back up your talk game, because if you know, tell a customer, hey, you know, blah blah blah, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give that, and you don't give it to them, man, you know, they're never gonna mess with you, and then the word travels that, you know, you gave them bad work for high price and don't go to you. So if you got a good talk game, you're gonna give them some good numbers. More than likely, that customer is gonna feel good, and he's gonna feel good about spending that money with you. So let's go into how to price everything out. So when you start to price things out, we'll say, for example, you're gonna need fiberglass, of course, and we're gonna say, I spelled it wrong, but I'm just doing, you know, quick wording. So we're gonna say fiberglass is probably gonna cost, you're doing 2 door panels. So remember, this is for 2 door panels. Door panels. Okay, so obviously you're gonna probably need at least 2 gallons. 2 gallons. We'll say that's gonna be, we'll just say, for, you know, shits and giggles, 150 bucks. You know, you're gonna need brushes, cups, tape, you know, etc., etc. So that will go ahead and say 50 bucks, you know, just imaginary price. We'll just say that, for example. That's shop supplies, usually that. You're gonna need some wood, because you're gonna have to, you know, build stuff and all that stuff. Then, you know, we'll say for 2 door panels, you'll probably need 1 sheet of wood. You know, nowadays a sheet of wood is like 80 bucks. Okay. Then we're gonna need sandpaper. Sandpaper will probably cost at least, like, we'll say, like 50 bucks. You know, with all the sandpaper, grinding disc, all that yada yada yada. Bondo. And, you know, we'll say that another like 30 bucks. Then he said he wanted it in vinyl. Vinyl, depending what kind you get, if you get good stretchy vinyl, it could, you know, require, you know, you to pay probably almost like $30, $40 a yard. Per door panel, you know, it's always ideal to use a yard per door panel, so let's say 2 yards. So we'll just go ahead and say your price, you can get it at $80 for the vinyl. Then the glue for the vinyl, it's going to be probably like another, like, we'll say 25 bucks. You know, we'll just use that for an example. I'm pretty sure we're missing a lot of other stuff, you know, material wise to build door panels, but this is just for you to, you know, see how to price things up. Then now you're gonna have to think about your labor price. This is almost gonna be your profit, because this is not what's gonna cost you your money. This is what you're gonna make your money right here at this point, your labor. It's probably gonna take you at least probably like a day to make your mold. It's probably gonna take another day to shape out your mold. Then it'll probably take you another day to cut out rings, another day to lay rings fleece, another day to fiberglass and resin and fiberglass, another day to sand, another day to perfect everything, to clean anything up, another day to put the door panels on the truck, make sure everything fits, blah blah blah, after building it, another day for prepping to make sure it's ready for vinyl, you know, and all that stuff. Then a day for vinyl, then another day for installation, and then another day to hand it over. So pretty much we'll say that's 12 days. I usually try to charge at least $100 a day, because doing fiberglass door panels, it is costly. Any labor work that you do is costly. You know, even if you're working, you know, doing a radio, if you can even squeeze, you know, $80 just to put it at radio, you know, that makes your day. Because we are in a time, you know, in the world where, you know, some people do got a little bit of money. Everything definitely went up in pricing, so why not, you know, charge a little bit extra for your service. Now there are some breaks that you can give to some people if they're like close friends, if they come back to back and everything. So say if you're going to regularly charge for a radio $80, you know, if it's a person, you know, that's going to be back and everything, man, go ahead and charge them 50 bucks, man, you know, because you'll make a lot of money with them in the long run. Why just charge them $80 and that's the last install they'll do with you, versus charging them 50 and they'll just keep coming back to you repeatedly? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's good to charge. Now if it's a person that, you know, that's already gonna request more, you know, watching your back, man, charge them the $80 and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's someone, you know, that gives you, you know, cuts you a break, you know, like, you know, very, you know, easy going with, and you know that we'll be back and they do a lot of car audio stuff, man, charge them the 50 bucks and that's going to be a repeat customer forever. So we just said it takes 12 days, almost, we'll say 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That's 7 days out the week, so that's 14 days. You know what I'm saying? But that's if you work on it every single day. You know what I'm saying? Door panels like this will probably take like a month, you know, for an average person if they just have a little free time here and there. You know what I'm saying? But charging them $100 a day for a month, that'd be what, like $3,000 almost. You know what I'm saying? But that's not good, you know. So what I always tend to do, so say if I know the door panels will take me at least, you know, 2 weeks to build, maybe even 3 weeks. 3 weeks, so 7 times 3, that would be like almost like $2,000 just in labor. But that's not what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So if it's 12 days that you're going to be working on the door panels and you figure $100 a day, that's $1,200 right there. But, you know, you can back it up a little bit and just say, you know, 2 door panels wrapped in vinyl, you know, it's going to take a lot of work and real labor work, because fiberglass door panels do require a lot of labor. You know, even charging $800 just for the labor is pretty good, because they're just vinyl door panels. The bodywork don't have to be like that dead on. It still has to be pretty good, so you don't see no crazy dips, and be molded to the door panel pretty good. So $800 is a good labor price for doing 2 door panels, you know. But right here, this is where you make a little bit of extra money, you know, on top of that, because, you know, you still want to make some money. You don't want to go out and buy product and not be making no money at all, because then it's a drag to do the job. And to have someone just pay you the price of the supplies to build it, and then maybe later on giving you $100 here, another $200 there, you really don't get to see your money. You know, everybody likes to see that large chunk of money in their hands. You see what I'm saying? And this is how you get it. One thing I do not do is I don't let customers bring me materials or stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? I tell them, you know, the overall price, then I know all that price will cover my building materials and my labor. You see what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes you have to rebuy stuff, but, you know, if you know how to charge, all that will be covered within the time. You see what I'm saying? So you will always make out with some money. So say fiberglass is 150 bucks. and you want to make a little bit of money with that, and fiberglass is rather expensive, man, go ahead and just tell them $200. You know what I'm saying? If the materials that you need to, you know, lay the fiberglass, which is the brushes, the cups, and everything, and it's $50, man, tell them, you know, it's, you know, $70. You know what I'm saying? If the wood is $80, you know, to build the door panels, just go ahead and, you know, jot it down $100. Sandpaper, if it's $30, man, jot it down, and $40. Make $10 off of that guy. If the bondo's $30, charge $40 as well. If vinyl is $80, man, charge you $120, because you probably got a good plug on the vinyl. You got good vinyl, and not everybody can get that vinyl, so charge a little bit extra. The vinyl glue, $25, man, charge $30. Make $5 off that guy. So now let's see the difference in the pricing, what all that would be if you would just charge what it is versus charging a little extra bucks, and how much money you made profit just for buying the material. So if you were to just, you know, charge your customer what it is, your total would come up to $445. Now, if you were to mark it up just a little bit on your materials, not saying you have to mark it up that much, but this is just an example. So it would be $445 and just normally no upcharge. But if you upcharge a bit, you know, it comes up to $600. You know, big difference, guys. So, you know, after you mark it up, man, you made a quick little profit of $155 just for going to buy materials. You know what I'm saying? That can come in handy in life, you know, in any way. Maybe if you needed an extra $100 for your car payment, you know, there's $100 and extra $55. You know, take the kids out, you know, buy them a quick toy, some ice cream, or buy some pizza or food or anything. So that $155 extra, man, is very beneficial in the real world. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing business, man, you know, money counts. You know what I'm saying? You can never be scared to mark up, or, you know, charge a little bit of extra on some stuff. You know, that's what shops do, so why can't you do it, as long as you provide a good work? You know what I'm saying? Scared money don't make no money, so don't be scared to upcharge, man, on some things, because listen, that $155 can go a long way in the world we live in nowadays, guys. So, you know, that's a quick example. So say if you just stick with your charging, you know, what you get your product for, and it's $445, add the $800 for labor, you're going to go ahead and charge that guy the grand total of $1,245 total. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to wait for this $800 here and there to see your money. You know what I'm saying? And that you're still going to make good money at the end of the day, because the supplies may not cost you that much. This is just a quick estimate. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to make out pretty good, you know, if you do the work, you know, on the long run. You know what I'm saying? But you're probably going to, you know, you're going to have to see your money till the end of the build. You know what I'm saying? And by that time, you're not going to see a good amount. Now, if you upcharge a bit, you've already made $155 just from buying the materials, then adding the $800. So $600 in materials, $800 in labor. Now, you know, the total amount is $1,400, and that sounds way better than $1,200, you know, dollars. You know, and if you really want to upcharge a little bit, man, knock it up to $14,500, or, you know, a good tactic is being like 15. Then if they say, can you do 14? Sold. Then, you know, you made a good amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Without even trying. You know, it's all about the money at the end of the day. The work does count. Friendships do count. But listen, at the end of the day, you need money to build. Because at the end of the day, man, you have tools. You have electricity you got to pay for. Maybe you bought those templates. Maybe you bought rings. So much comes into play that it requires you to make a little bit of extra money to do that build, and to continue building your future installs as well too. And listen, you know, like I just said, scared money don't make no money. You know, that's how you elevate, you know, in life, and as an installer and as a businessman. Installers are not businessmen. You know, the guy that knows how to make the money with the installs, you know, being a salesman, you know, he knows how the money moves. You know what I'm saying? The installer really doesn't know how much anything costs or any of the material costs. He's just there building it. But when you learn a little bit of both worlds, man, you know, and understand how everything works, and you combine those things together, man, you can make some badass money. You know what I'm saying? I've done sales. I've had high dollar amounts of sales. So I know how to price things up. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, because some people be like, oh no, you're crazy, that's way too much. But hey, man, the headaches that goes on with the builds, the pricing for materials has gone up. time, man. You got to take time from doing this and doing that, or rushing to get home and do this, man. You know, all that has to add up at the end of the day, because, you know, time is money, man. And you cannot build nothing without having money behind you. So drop down in the comments, let me know what you guys think, man. Does that sound fair, up marketing stuff and the time that we live in nowadays, or should you just keep giving homeboy hookups? You know what I'm saying? I've done plenty of homeboy hookups. It's never benefited me at all. I actually get more money from people that I barely know and are more satisfied with the builds and the money that they pay versus what I've done to help my friends out for them to have a really cool sound system. You see what I'm saying? So I've learned my lesson in life with that. Will I keep doing sound systems on my friends' cars? Yes, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we all got to be jamming. We all got to hang out, you know, but, you know, will I keep it at a professional matter? Yes, because at the end of the day, you know, from me doing car audio last year, from me doing car audio this year, it's totally changed. You know, I feel like my skills have improved. I take my time and I build things a little bit better. So, you know, I have to, you know, upcharge a little bit. You see what I'm saying? I got a family to feed. I got kids. I got kids that like ice cream, pizza, you know, everything. So I try to give them a little bit best. And my hands and my vision and my workmanship help provide that stuff. So why can't it do that for you? Like I said, man, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about, you know, my theory on, you know, making money with car audio. You know, upcharging, I feel, is the best way to go. We all have bills, man. We all have things we have to take care of. Everybody has their needs, but, you know, sometimes you do have to be lenient because, you know, business is business. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, we are going to keep dropping some videos, man. I thank you guys for the time today. We're on the road to 5K. Don't forget to subscribe.